Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we are checking out the new GX12. It is a 16 channel dual band, dual 1 watt Gemini-Xcrossband ELRS radio transmitter by Radiomaster. So it sends packets on both bands simultaneously, just like the Nomad module, with a maximum packet rate of 1000 Hz, since it is preloaded now with the ELRS firmware version 3.5.2. So now you can choose from a slew of packet rate choices, like the 50 Hz to 500 Hz 2.4 GHz band to bind with any ELRS 2.4 GHz band receivers, and the 50 Hz to 200 Hz low band for binding with any ELRS sub-gigahertz like the 900 MHz receivers, and the X100 and X150 for use with the Gemini dual crossband dual band receivers, and the new DK500 and K1000 for the new FSK high-speed modes for the LR1121 based receivers. So this new GX12 radio transmitter will fly anything that is ELRS. It has Wi-Fi support and Bluetooth support, so firmware updates and Bluetooth joystick features are all still there. So here it is next to the Boxer radio for visual comparison. Here it is next to the TX16S. Here it is next to the Zorro radio. And here it is next to the TX12 radio. It measures in at 148 millimeters by 183 millimeters by 78 millimeters. So it is a completely new design with a hint of the Zorro radio design influence, like the display screen. But now it is with a 128 by 64 pixel monochrome OLED display instead of the LCD display. And we have not one, but two foldable dual band antennas now with a full 180-degree flip out and a full 90-degree fold to maximize signal, and they tuck in really nicely for easy transport and storage in the provided carry case. We have a couple of small ventilation grill to dissipate heat from the dual 1 watt transceivers. We have the Radiomaster logo, and we have the momentary SA and the SD buttons with the RGB indicator lights built in. It has the new 3mm shaft GX01 CNC aluminum 1000 Hz 3D digital hall sensor gimbals with EdgeTX sync. They're supposed to have superior control, precision responsiveness, and durability to last a long time. Now the gimbal sticks fold in for convenient storage and transport. Simply pull on the stick and fold it inwards. Just an outstanding of a design. And it comes with the 3mm 360 sticky gimbal stick ends. And we have the GX12 logo here and the power button, which lights up in blue while it is booting up, and it boots up really fast. It also powers off super fast as well compared to previous models. And it turns green after booting up and when it is ready to use, and turns red for warnings and while it is charging. Next, we have a plastic lanyard hook. We have the trim buttons. We have the systems button, the models button. We have the return button, page forward button, page back button, and the telemetry buttons. We have the P1 and the P2 rotary dial knobs with a center detent. We have the speaker grill. We have the metal scroll wheel and the 6 programmable switches with the RGB indicator lights. On the top, we have a huge ventilation grill for the powerful, efficient cooling system. We have the DSC port or the trainer port. We have the headphone jack and the USB-C port, which is now a multi-function port. It is for the smart balance charging, so you can now stand up the radio while it is charging. It is also for simulator connection, firmware updates, and access to the built-in 512 megabyte integrated high-speed flash memory storage. So there's no more microSD card. We have 2 DIY SMA ports for DIY antennas, and you can get the 90-degree angled pigtail that is sold separately. And we have removable modular switch panels with the SE and SB 3-position switches, the SG momentary switch, and the S1 slider dial with the center detent, and the equivalent layout on the opposite side. So here are the extra modular switch panels and a couple of 2-position switches and the grommets if you want to change the layout to your liking. We have the same fabric handle like the Boxer radio, but notice it has just one set of mounting holes and it is mounted inwards instead of outwards. I like that because it bulges out more so you can grab the handle better. I think I'll do the same for my Boxer radio. Now, we have the nano module bay for external bay modules. We have the tension adjustment window for the left gimbal stick right here. And inside the battery bay, we have the tension adjustment window for the right gimbal stick. And it will come with the 18650 battery tray. Now, the batteries are not included. And the large 6200 milliamp Lipo battery will not fit in the battery bay, but the smaller 5000 milliamp 21700 lithium ion battery pack will fit. We have the 2S balance port to plug in the battery and a reset button right above it. We have more adjustment screw holes for the gimbals under the easy to remove rubber hand grips on both sides. And last but not least, 2 screw holes on the bottom for the optional radio stand, which is sold separately. So the first thing I did was to play Liftoff Simulator via the Bluetooth joystick feature and found out that the gimbals are super responsive, maybe too responsive. Now, I really like the feel of the new GX12 radio in the hands. It feels really, really comfortable. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now, it is a fairly small radio compared to the bigger 4mm shaft gimbal radios like the TX16S radio and even the Boxer radio transmitters. And it is more in line with the smaller 3mm shaft gimbal radios like the Zorro radio and the TX12 radio transmitters. So if you like the smaller 3mm stick ends and its gimbal travel, then the new GX12 radio transmitter is for you. But if you rather have the 4mm stick ends and the full-size gimbal travel, then the Nomad external module is still the way to go for now. So if you want to check it out for yourself, the link is down below. Now the pre-orders have already started with delivery towards the end of December. So that'll do it for this video of the Radiomaster's GX12, the 16-channel, dual-band, dual 1-watt, Gemini-Xcrossband, ELRS radio transmitter. So I thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.